What's good, guys? Jeff Seid here, doing a little question and answer today. I want to start today's video out with a little shout out for Shape U. Shape U is a company that brought me to Germany last week, and we're the ones that set up the whole Shredded Club workout series, nutrition series, and like motivation series pretty much. It was a pretty good time, pretty awesome time, so I really appreciate you guys taking me out there. Pretty epic. The video series is going to be coming out, in a couple months, so it's going to be pretty fucking sweet. We did like my full week-long split, so Monday through Saturday, and then also it was like a little nutrition segment. We did about 10 cooking videos, and I talked about like nutrition, supplementation, all that good stuff, and then also just kind of like little motivation series as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's going to be pretty cool. Man, it was an incredible experience when I had the meet and greet at the Shape U store in Bremen. Holy shit, 300 of you guys came out. It was fucking amazing, man. I did not expect that. I thought there was gonna be 20, 30 people show up. There's fucking 300 guys. It was fucking crazy, dude. Oh man, it was a good experience. It was a fucking good feeling to have everyone come out. It's pretty cool meeting all you guys. So I'll see all you German bras at FIBO. That's in 4 months, so I'll see you guys there. It's pretty awesome to be able to go around the world and check out the world. I've always wanted to go sightseeing and see the world, so it's kind of always been a passion of mine. So to do it now is a pretty good feeling. So it was awesome to go to Germany. It was kind of different seeing everyone speaking German, different language, but I don't know, it was a good time, because I guess English is like the second language there, you know what I mean? So pretty much everyone in Germany speaks English, so I mean, I didn't feel too out of place. I mean, if someone just kind of talked to me in German, I'd just be like, oh, English, brah, and then they would fucking kind of get the little English segment in, so that was pretty sweet. There's a fucking shit ton of old buildings there, man. Oh my god, it was crazy. It was cool seeing all the architecture. The landscape and weather was pretty much the same as Washington, Seattle, where I'm from. Seattle's like the rainiest city in America, so raining all the time. It's actually snowing right now, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, Germany, I mean, it was pretty foggy the entire time, overcast. I don't think it's actually as cold as Seattle, to be honest. We're pretty much on the same line of the equator. It only rained about once. It was a good time, though. I had fun. Missed my German bras. So I just want to say, thanks a lot, Shape U. Really appreciate you guys flying me out, giving me the opportunity to do that event. It was real awesome. Appreciate it. Excited to get the videos out for you guys. You guys are gonna fucking love it. But anyways, let's start this video out with my little Twitter question and answer. First question from Fabulous CM. Question is, when will I be in Germany next? I'm actually gonna be in Germany for FIBO. That's I think that's in April. That's in 4 months from now. I'm actually going to be there for my own stand, Jeff Seid stand. I was officially going to go for Gymshark, but I got an opportunity to do my own stand there. Shape U's actually hooking it up. They're going to have me, it's going to be like the Shape U's booth, and then I have my own separate booth, it's going to be a pretty big booth too. I think it's like 15 by 15, 20 by 20 feet or something like that, so it's going to be fat. I'm going to be selling like my clothing line there, side wear. I'll have my Dark Side cologne, and then my Cyclone Special Edition Shaker Cups, side edition, and also I'll have some supplements as well that I'm going to be selling there, so that's going to be pretty cool, guys. That's next time in Germany. So FIBO, April, 4 months from now. Make sure you guys come out. I'm really excited to see you guys. Oh, this is actually the second part of the Fabulous CM. Can I make a screenshot of my playlist? I can actually do better than that. I'll actually be making a playlist and putting it onto YouTube. So that's going to be like my favorite tracks, all my sick aesthetic tracks. I'll be putting that on YouTube, guys. I'll make like a full compilation little video, so it's going to be like probably about an hour-long playlist video just of all my favorite tracks. So I'll get that on YouTube. Probably get that up in like a week or two. Alright, so next question, guys, from Tim Guth. He says, how often should I train back and shoulders to get wide like you? It would be nice if you can get an answer. Alright, guys, so my advice for getting a really wide back is you got to hit back once or twice a week. So the more you hit it, the more you're going to grow. I personally recommend to hit back, if you're trying to really grow and get big width, do it twice a week. Honestly, more than that, that's going to be a little too much, because back is a pretty big muscle group. You don't want to hit it more than twice a week. So I recommend to do it twice a week. It's better than doing it once a week, just because you're going to hit it harder, you're going to grow more. The more you hit it, the more you're going to grow. If you want to get real big growth, I really recommend hitting your back real heavy. So always start out with deadlifts. King exercise, baby. Deadlifts. There's a reason why it's called the king of the exercises, baby, because you hit your back hard, you really bump up your testosterone when you do it, your growth hormones, and it's just a fucking real good exercise to do. Make sure you do real good form on it, but I always start my back workout with deadlifts, so just go real heavy. So my favorite rep range for deadlifts is about like 15, 10, 8, 6, 4. I always like to finish off with a pretty heavy set. That's just going to kind of really boost up the growth. A couple other things you can do is like real heavy lat pull downs. It's really going to get the growth in your back. You can also do heavy barbell rows, heavy like cable rows. Also you can do like heavy one arm rows. As you can tell, kind of telling you guys to go heavy. If you want to get real big growth, go heavy. So also if you're going to be doing 2 days that you're going to be hitting your back, then you can do you can go like heavy, then you can do like a high rep range also workout. So kind of depends on that. Usually I'll just kind of, my favorite rep range for back is like 8 to 12 reps, but I like to switch it up. I always switch it up every single week. That's like pretty much a key note for everyone is like, you always want to switch up your workouts. You never want to do the same thing a couple weeks in a row. It's always going to be different, guys, because your body, it really adapts, and once you do the same workout, you know, week after week after week, your body's going to adapt and you're not going to get as strong. It's sort of like the same thing as in like a construction worker or something. The construction worker is going to be doing the same amount of work every week, year after year, and soon his body's going to adapt and he's not going to improve strength anymore. He's kind of just going to level out. So that's why you always got to keep your muscles guessing and keep evolving pretty much. Also for shoulders, I didn't mention it, but you can do shoulders on your chest day. I like to do shoulders on my chest day, and just because my chest is lacking, that's what I feel like my lacking point is. But you guys usually, like I said, for back, if you're really trying to get growth, do it like twice a week. Depending on like what your split is, you can do shoulders on chest day. So let's say you do chest Mondays, you can do chest and shoulders on Monday, and then the next day you do back on Tuesday, and then you can do like me, I do shoulders on Thursday, so you can do like back and shoulders again Thursday if you want. That's just kind of help you get more growth. Next question. Okay, this is from last follower for Eddie. You still smoking? Yeah, bro, I'm still smoking. Alright, moving on to the next question. This is from Mike. He asked me, you said your chest is your weakest body part. How often do you work your chest, change it up every week? Yeah, I've said my chest is my weakest body part. I feel like when I first started training, I didn't hit chest right. I would always do bench with my shoulders out, or I mean my elbows out. So I didn't really start working chest correctly until like a year or two ago. So I feel like, yeah, it's really my lacking point. What I did to really speed up growth is I actually hit chest 3 times a week. Now a lot of you out there may be thinking that's way too much overtraining. I feel like overtraining only comes into play if you're like sore and you work out. That's pretty much the only time you're ever going to do overtraining. You never want to work out when you're sore. So me, I do chest 3 times a week. I'll do it on Monday, chest Mondays, and then Thursday I'll do chest and shoulders, and then I'll do chest again Saturday. Just because, yeah, it's my lacking point, so the more you hit it, the more you're going to grow. A couple like recommendations for chest. Really, the #1 key pointer for this, like, God, I wish I would have fucking did this when I first started working out, but so it's really important when you're doing like barbell bench that you try to bend the bar. So here's like a little example. Let's say I'm holding a bar right here. What you want to do is you want to try to bend the bar in half, because when you try to really turn that, it's going to help emphasize the chest. You're really going to squeeze your chest a lot harder. And also you want to get your elbows in as far as possible. When you put your elbows in, it's going to take the emphasis off the shoulders and stack it right onto the chest. So it's really important you do that. So try to bend the bar in half, get the elbows in nice and tight. It looks like a powerlifter stance, powerlifter grip. There's a reason why they do it, because it activates the chest a lot harder. So you go in, really squeeze the chest as you go up. A couple other key pointers that I've like really focused on is doing more of like an inside narrow grip. The more inside your grip is, the more inner chest you're going to hit. Like, a lot of people are lacking on the inner chest. Me personally, that's kind of like my lacking point. So I really do like a really super inner grip on everything I do. Even like dumbbells, I'll try to get my arm in as like far as possible on the dumbbell. So I'm holding it as close together. It's going to hit the inner chest. And of course, like the wider your grip, the more outer chest. See, like when I first started lifting and doing chest, I would always do a super wide grip. So I really built in my like outer chest, but I never really built in my inner chest. So that's why I'm like trying to hit it hard now. And then also when I do chest, I always start out with incline bench, because I feel like building your upper chest is really going to build that really aesthetic plate body looking chest. And if you hit more flat and decline, you're going to build kind of a boob looking chest. Not aesthetic at all. You don't want to have a boob looking chest. So I always start out with incline bench, hit incline super, super hard, build up that upper chest. Because like, think about it. If you have like an even looking chest, it's going to look fucking good, man, compared to like a little boob effect. So always start out with incline. That's my personal recommendation. And then also just hit chest hard as fuck. A couple other key pointers is you always want to have like a little middle ground. So you want to do your compound and your isolation exercises. So you always want to have what I do is like I'll do my compound and then I'll go right from a compound and I'll superset it with like an isolation. So an example of that is, let's say I start with incline bench. I'll do incline bench, and then right after that I'll do a superset with incline flies. So I go from a heavy compound right to an isolation. I feel like it's good to have a good half mixture of isolation and compound exercises just because it just hits it a little bit better. You get more rippage and tearing and you really hit the chest harder. So it's always good to stack it together. You know, good isolation exercises are flies. You can do machine flies. Cable crossovers are real good. Oh, okay, dude, this is a fucking good tip. When you guys do cable crossovers, there's a reason why it's called crossovers. So you want to get the full range of motion. You go out there, full stretch at the top, and then bottom position, you don't want to stop right here. You actually want to go over and go right there and cross your arms. It's going to get more range of motion. You're going to hit your inner chest hard as fuck. And you're going to hold it there for a second or two, then come up, and then you want to switch arms. So let's say your right arm is over first time. Next rep, you want to have your left arm over. So on, boom, boom, boom. Honestly, crossing over like that hits your inner chest so fucking hard. You're going to feel a fat pump. And yeah, it really helps with that. And I also do like a lot of supersets and stuff with cable crossovers. So that's real good. Alright, next question. Ooh, got a question from Jimmy Glenn. My boy Jimmy Glenn. What's good, brah? Okay, Jimmy's asking, what's your favorite thing to train and why? I would say chest and back. I like doing chest because chest you can go super heavy and you get a fat pump. And you can see when you get a fat pump, you can see your chest is fucking inflated as hell. And then also, I like doing back. I can go real heavy on back. I feel like back is one of my better muscle groups. It's kind of like showing off, you know what I mean? Going real heavy, doing heavy deadlifts, heavy like lat pull downs. Just feel good doing that. So that's my favorite muscle group. Alright, also Jimmy asked, will I be at the Arnold this year in March? I might be at the Arnold. It kind of depends, like, if one of my sponsors fly me out there for the booth at the expo, or if I'm competing. I don't really know. I don't really have any plans right now to compete at the Arnold, but I don't know. Right now, no, I won't be there, but maybe, I'm sure my sponsor would probably fly me out. That's a pretty big expo, so that'd be cool. Alright, next question. This is from Cuntosaurus. Okay, from Cuntosaurus. He's asking, what inspired you to get shredded, and what do you do for motivation? Alright. My inspiration for being shredded is just because when I lift, think about it. When you guys lift, do you want to cover all your hard-earned gains with fat, a layer of fat, so you can't see all your improvements? No, of course not. So that's why, that's kind of my inspiration to get shredded. I mean, from the beginning when I started lifting when I was 12 years old, I've always been lean. I've always had a six-pack. I mean, everyone lifts to look good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to walk around and cover all my hard-earned gains by a layer of fat, so that's why I stay shredded year-round. I mean, yeah, it takes a little bit more commitment and dedication, but honestly, I think it's a lot more worth it. Staying shredded year-round, it's a good feeling, you know what I mean? You don't want to be waking up and feeling bloated as fuck and not having abs. Like, that's not a good feeling, man. So, honestly, my inspiration to stay shredded is just pretty much to look good. And then, motivation-wise, you know, motivation is kind of a hard question for me to answer because even from when I started working out in the very beginning, I can't really say what my motivation was. I mean, maybe, I guess, after seeing, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, I saw his physique in the movie Conan, and I was fucking awestruck, man. I was like, holy shit, that's what I want to do. I want to be that big in fucking 10 years. Like, it was a pretty inspiring moment when I saw Arnold for the first time, but, I mean, even now, like, when I think about it, motivation-wise, I guess my motivation is just pretty much to be the best. Like, since the beginning, I've always wanted to be the fucking best in the world, the strongest in the world, most aesthetic in the world, so that's pretty much where my motivation comes from, pretty much just to be the best. So, sounds a little cocky, but I mean, I'm just trying to be honest. Alright guys, next question, Danny Green. How many calories do I eat when I'm bulking, and how many when I'm cutting? Alright, so when I'm bulking, I don't really have a set amount of calories that I eat. I guess, like, normally it's about, like, 4,500, 5,000 a day. That's when I'm bulking pretty hard. But when I cut for, like, a competition or a photo shoot, I kind of do, it's kind of stupid what I do, actually, because I do a fat deficit. Like, normal caloric intake, my normal BMR, basal metabolic rate, is actually, like, 3,600. That's for me, like, that's just kind of stay at a neutral state. And what I do when I cut for, like, a photo shoot or competition, I actually drop it down to, like, 1,800, which is super, super low. Honestly, I wouldn't really recommend dropping it down by half because you kind of lose a lot of gains, a lot of your muscle doing that. But I'm lazy. I don't want to cut for more than, like, 2 months. So usually I just cut for, like, 2 weeks, which is, I mean, it works for me, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't recommend doing that. Honestly, like, Next time when I have a competition for next year, I'm actually going to kind of do more of a gradual drop so I don't come in as shredded and as lean, because it kind of seemed like this year I was too like stick fucking lean, man. And like it seems like in men's physique they don't want you to be super lean. Like they want more of a kind of a fuller look. So that's why this year I'm gonna kind of switch up my diet, and I'm gonna not do as fat of a drop. I'll probably do like a caloric intake of like, I don't know, 22 to 2,500 a day. So that's probably what I'll do. But yeah, right now, I mean, I'm kind of bulking right now, so I'm eating like a shit ton. I'm not really following a diet, I'm just eating whatever. But I'd say I'm probably at like 4,500 right now. So that's about 4,500 for bulking. Next question. Okay. Let's see what I got. Alright, next question. This is from Sauce Madoral. He says, best meal for mass. There's not really a best meal to gain mass. I mean, one meal is not going to do big of a difference. Like, the best thing to gain mass is to eat a lot of food. That's pretty much the best advice. It seems like diet is honestly about like 80% of the ball game, dude. So the more you eat, the more you're going to grow. I recommend like eating a shit ton if you're going to try to pack on a lot of muscle. Now, like, if you eat a lot, you're not going to stay lean. You're going to get a little bit fatter, but that's kind of like you got to kind of like coincide with each other. So it's okay to, you know, kind of have some fat on you. It's whatever. That's fine. But like, yeah, the best meal for mass, I mean, I guess maybe just eat a lot of chicken. Real high protein would probably be the best meal for mass, but yeah, there's not really a good best meal. Alright, next question I have from Lucas Urban. He's asking, what exercises do I do to get my striatus? Okay, honestly, dude, striatus is like abs. Your full core is all body fat. If you have a layer of fat covering your abs, you're not going to see them. So honestly, like, if you want to see your abs are made in the kitchen. That's where the saying comes from. If you have like a layer of fat, you're not going to see your abs. But if you want to build your ab strength, so if you're trying to build your striatus, honestly, pretty good exercises for that is hanging windmill raises. Now, you guys see me doing those in the videos. That hits your striatus hard as fuck. That's probably like the #1 exercise to hit your full core and your striatus as well. It's kind of a more difficult exercise, so you can even do like hanging knee raises, hanging like knee windmill raises, and that just involves like your knees going over instead of doing straight leg. Straight leg obviously is going to hit your abs a little bit harder, but also like a couple of other good exercises, or you can do like twists. So what you do is like you sit on the edge of a bench, you get like a medicine ball or a dumbbell or something like that, something heavy, and you twist so you keep your legs extended out. I don't know if you guys can see it, but you go like from side to side and really focus on squeezing your striatus, your obliques as you do it. It's going to hit it pretty good. And also you can do like twists where you get like a barbell, sit on the edge of the bench and you twist like that. And you really squeeze your core as you do it. Want to like kind of hold it at the side so you can like really hit your striatus, your obliques hard. You can also do like side crunches where you lay on your side on the ground and then you put your arms right here and you try to like bring your elbow to your knee. So you bring up like that. Dude, that hits your fucking obliques hard as fuck. And that works pretty good. But honestly, man, like abs are made in the kitchen. Like if you have a layer of fat covering your abs, you're not going to see your abs. So pretty much like 80% of the battle is your diet. So if you have like a layer of fat covering your abs, you're never going to see it. It doesn't matter how many crunches and ab exercises you do. You're never going to see them if you have fat covering it. So honestly, abs are made in the kitchen. You want to be lean to see your abs, but still. Like me personally, I haven't fucking done abs in like 3 months, dude. And my abs still look pretty shredded. So pretty much all that abs does is like build up your strength. I mean, it will make your abs bulkier, but it's not gonna make much of a difference. Like I said, I mean, I haven't done them in like 3 months. Right now, I'm pretty much relying on deadlifts and squats to hit my core and abs, but I mean, yeah, like, I kind of feel like I should probably do abs, honestly, because I don't like that my strength is going down in my abs and my core. I feel like having like a strong core is pretty essential for lifting, but it's not going to make your abs look much different. So that's pretty much it. That's blunt honesty. Abs are made in the kitchen, you gotta remember that. Okay, next question. This is from Swedish Finn. Will you be holding an aesthetic camp somewhere in the near future here in the US? If so, I'd be very interested. Dude, actually, that's a good idea. I'm actually going to be doing like a Euro trip in Europe with Shape U. We're going to be visiting like all the top biggest countries in Europe, like Amsterdam, Rome, London, Madrid, all these big countries. So that's going to be kind of like an aesthetic camp in a way. Like I don't want to do just like a meet and greet. I want to do like a whole presentation and talk about nutrition and diet, working out and all that. So that's going to be in Europe, but for America, yeah, honestly, I'm pretty interested in doing that. So I'll actually give that some consideration. I've wanted to do that for a while. I actually wanted to do that with Alon Gabe and Matt Ogus. We were kind of talking about that with our little aesthetic elite world tour. They kind of fell through. I don't know what happened to them. They didn't want to do it or something like that. Fucking stupid. But I mean, me personally, I'll probably do a camp like that. So yeah, that's actually a good idea. Thanks for the question. Next question. Let's see. All right, this is from Shredded Shreds. He's asking, what do you do for forearms and do you develop arm width? Like for the brachialis. Also, what do you do for obliques? Okay, for forearms, dude, my biggest advice is never wear straps or gloves. That's fucking horrible. You're going to take all your forearm strength off. I mean, when you lift, don't you want to be as strong as fuck? You want to be as strong as possible. You pretty much want to build your body up to be like a fucking superhero. I mean, me personally, dude, I don't wear belts. I don't wear straps because I want to build as much strength as possible. I want to be able to hold on to like 515 pounds when I'm deadlifting and not let go. I don't want to have an assistance with straps or a belt because I feel like, yeah, it's going to take away from your forearms working as hard. You want to be able to hold on to the weight. Like, what's the point of being able to deadlift 515 pounds if you can't hold it without straps? There is no point, honestly. Not doing straps is going to really build up your forearm strength. You're going to notice it if you use straps all the time. Your forearm strength is going to go down in your forearm size. You know what I mean? Also, a couple other things. You know, you can always do a couple fapping every night. You can do a fapping routine. It helps out with forearm strength, but definitely like just not wearing straps, dude. That helps out hella. And then, how do you develop arm width? Yeah, so arm width is like pretty much the brachialis. Brachialis is actually right here on your arm right here. You can see a little bit bulging out. That's your brachialis. Now that's going to build like the width in the arm, make it look bigger. Good exercises for that are like hammer curls. Side hammer curls are really, really good. So how you do that is you get like a dumbbell and you come up to the side like that, come up to like your chin and really squeeze it hard. It's going to hit that muscle right there hard as fuck. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's that shit. And so side hammer curls, it's going to hit it pretty hard. You want to go really heavy when you do that. And also, like, hammer curls also hits it pretty good, but pretty much the best thing to hit the brachialis is, like, side hammer curls. And also, a good thing you can do is, like, if you get, like, a bench or pretty much like a flat bench, and you kind of hang over it, and you get, like, a dumbbell, and you come up like that, it's going to hit the brachialis hard as fuck, too. So, there's a couple different variations you can do for that. Alright, and then also what do you do for obliques? Yeah, obliques and abs, like I said, it's pretty much all body fat. But yeah, you can do like side crunches, that hits the obliques pretty good. And then you can do like a hanging windmill raises. Yeah, I pretty much already talked about it. It's like abs and obliques. Obliques and stratus are pretty much like the kind of the same area of the muscle group. They're like the side of your abs, so exercises, they're going to work the same. But yeah, I mean, abs are made in the kitchen, so it's pretty much all diet. Alright, next one. Alright, this is from Manuel Manwook. He said, do you gonna travel again to Germany? This is what they're asking. Do you gonna travel again to Germany? I want to see you in Bremen, and I was not really far away. Come to Cologne. It's kind of confusing. Yeah, I'll be there for FIBO, which is in 4 months from now. I'll probably be there again for Shape U, like in the coming months, because yeah, Shape U. Like I'm kind of partnered with Shape U now, so I'll probably be there in Bremen again at the shop or something like that. Okay, next question. Okay, this is from Cameron Crisp. He said, Jeff Seid, do you attend any NPC comps? If so, come to Minnesota in April. Yeah, actually, I can't do NPC competitions anymore because now since I'm like an IFBB pro, I'm not allowed to do amateur shows. I think it's kind of stupid, honestly, but I mean, honestly, actually, it does kind of make sense. I guess I'm a pro now, so I can't do the amateur shows. But yeah, I'm probably not going to go to any NPC shows. I didn't really plan on it, so probably not. Sorry, brah. Dominic Kuvanda, he said, where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's actually a pretty good question. You know, I see myself living in like Hollywood. I want to get into like acting and kind of that ball game, so I want to start doing like acting classes, start doing commercials, TV. Like my passion since I've been really young was actually to become an actor and actually do movies and all that. So in 10 years, I see myself on the big screen doing the movies and all that. Also, I see myself being like a 10K a day CEO, making bank. So hopefully, I mean, we'll see where I'm at. 10 years, I'll be like 29. So Yep, I got big dreams, man. Okay. Oh, so this is from next question, Matthias Bratali. They're asking, will you start uploading more frequently soon? Yep, I'm gonna start uploading all the time, actually. I know I've been slacking on uploading the videos and stuff. Just been super lazy. I've been lazy as fuck, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I've been so lazy doing it, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos. I'm partnered with YouTube now, so I gotta start doing more videos, and yeah. I'm gonna start doing probably like a question and answer at least once a week on my YouTube channel, so it's gonna be cool. I'll probably do Twitter question and answer sort of things, and then since I have like the member site coming out as well, I have more videos, so I'm gonna start uploading. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing a lot more videos. Fuck yeah. I've been lazy as fuck on that, so definitely need to. Alright, next question. Luca Urban. Are you going to compete in 2014? Fuck yeah. I plan on doing the Olympia. I plan on fucking winning the Olympia next year. So I gotta do a show to win it. So I gotta do a show to qualify for the Olympia. So I'm probably gonna wait and do, I don't know, maybe like the New York Pro in a couple months. I don't know. I haven't really given it any consideration or thought what shows I'm gonna do, but definitely gonna compete. I mean, I'm an IFBB Pro now, so I gotta keep competing. That's my thing. Alright, next question. Okay, this is from Agoff. He's asking, do you have any weaknesses you feel you need to work on? How are you planning on addressing them? Yeah, I feel like probably my biggest weaknesses are my chest, my legs, and my calves. Definitely lacking on that. I mean, legs, I've only been able to hit legs for like a year and a half now. It's been a year and a half since my second ACL surgery. Second ACL surgery was May 2nd, 2012. So yeah, I mean, my legs kind of lacking. I'm not gonna lie, they're lacking. I used to get a lot of shit for legs, dude, but I've been hitting them hard as fuck lately. So I feel like my legs really bulked up. They've gotten a lot stronger. In calves, yeah, I do calves like every fucking day, dude. I hit them so hard. I'm trying to fucking build them up. And then chest, you know, like I said, chest my lacking point, so I do chest 3 times a week. That's my weaknesses. So yeah, I'm trying to address them right now. Pretty much like how you address your weaknesses is you just gotta hit them harder, man. You gotta do priority training. So let's say your arms your best body part, then you're only gonna do arms once a week, and you gotta address your weak points. So you're not gonna have an aesthetic physique if you got flaws. You always gotta work on them.